Hello, I'm Mr. Giovino. I'm the principal of Lebanon High School. I'd like to welcome you to our virtual course selection meeting for incoming ninth graders, the class of 2025. We'll be going over trimester scheduling. As trimesters at the high school, students will get new classes at the end of every trimester. So you'll have 3 sets of classes that will be new to you, 15 for the whole year, 5 each trimester. Graduation requirements, as now every class that you take at the high school, you need to pass in order to earn credits in order to graduate from Lebanon High School. We'll talk also about the course selection process, as well as special considerations, and show you some examples of schedules. Again, a trimester, a 12-week time frame for each of our trimesters. Each class, the 5 classes that students have, are 64 minutes in length, along with a seminar period. There are, again, 5 main classes per day and 7.5 credits per year. Seminar is approximately a 40-minute period, and during this time, students will be working on selecting career pathways and career pathway activities that will help them identify possible post-secondary options once they graduate from Lebanon High School. Our core graduation requirements are 4 credits of English, 3 credits of math, science, and social studies, 1 credit of community health, personal health, and 1 credit of physical education. We also have our career pathways or humanities section of classes to take, and there will be 3 full credits of that. All students must pass 3 keystone exams. Algebra, which is either in 8th grade or 9th grade, literature, which is in 10th grade, and biology, which is also in 10th grade. Another part of our graduation requirements at Lebanon High School is the graduation project. Naviance is our main source of information that we will be using and information sharing. That's where students will build their career portfolio to tell whether they are college or career ready. Speaking of that, today is our college and career dress down day. So that is why Mr. Lick and I are both wearing some college gear today. So one of the awesome parts about moving to the high school, our 9th graders get to select their courses for the first time. And we want those courses to be ones that they want to pick, and also ones that are going to be of interest to them for what they hope to do after they graduate from Lebanon High School.
Hi, my name is Carl Litka. I'm a counselor here at Lebanon High School. I want to talk to you about course selection specifics of how students will go through selecting courses. First of all, there's the address there where students and parents can access the course selection guide for all the details, and also a few stepwise directions to locate where that course selection book will be found. So basic instructions for course selections. Review course selections based on the criteria. Any changes must be noted and signed. So for example, if your teacher or the test results have indicated that you should be in an academic level, but yet a parent is saying, no, we'd like to give the honors level a try, any changes like that must be noted and signed. Make sure you talk to your teachers and parents about your class choices. It's important to get their input as they've been down this road before. Every student will identify electives and total credits at 7.5. All students, after they select their courses, will select 3 alternate classes. The alternates are basically substitutes. If you don't get the specific course that you requested, or it didn't fit your schedule for one of many reasons, then we go to the alternates. Please make sure that you select your alternates carefully, because alternates can sometimes end up being the elective courses. Parents, please sign, and students return the completed papers to your homeroom teacher. The required courses that all 9th grade students will be looking at are English. During the freshman year, it's 1.5 credits of English, whether it's academic English, honors English, or general English, because English it meets all 3 trimesters. Social studies classes, they meet 2 trimesters, again, whether it's general U.S. history, academic U.S. history, or honors U.S. history. Science, most science classes will meet for 2 trimesters. That's life, earth, and the environment, or academic life, earth, and the environment. However, honors biology will meet all 3 trimesters, which means that is 1.5 credits. Math, again, is 1.5 credits for all levels, whether it's Algebra 1, Academic Algebra 1, Academic Algebra 2, or Honors Algebra 2. Community health and physical health, you need 1.0 credit of health in order to graduate from Lebanon High School, half a credit for each of those courses. The way that we help students select the courses, the way that we help the teachers at the middle school select the courses and parents, is we have several different criteria. So we have our PVAS scores, our PSSA levels, students' current grades, and teacher recommendations. We don't want to use just one test measure. We find that using several different measures gives us a more accurate placement of the students when they come to high school. We want everyone to be successful. So that list there will tell you where the students should be placed based upon their test scores, teacher recommendations, and course grades. This is an example of what the criteria sticker looks like when you receive it. If you look at the top, you'll see the PVAS scores, and it will have the number listed there. If you look on the right-hand side, it'll have the PSSA scores, and then also in the middle, you'll see marking period 1, 2, 3, and 4, which will have the students' grades. This is a sample of the course selection sheet. Directions, just start from the beginning. The directions are listed there on the front, and stepwise again, and follow through to the back of the sheet. It's just a 2-page sheet. If a student is selecting ELD or special education classes, if they're a newcomer student, they will have a full schedule of level 1 ELD courses. However, if a student is at various levels, they'll get help selecting those classes by their advisor. And also if a student has an IEP and they're involved in a special education program, again, they'll get help with selecting their courses from their advisors. This is just a sample of what a completed course selection sheet should look like. Students go through each of the levels, so English, social studies, science, and math. They should be selecting the courses, rather, that the teachers have initialed, and then they select the appropriate amount of electives that are remaining, and then they can put a mark or check mark next to the alternates. This is a sample of what a typical 9th grade schedule might look like. It shows 3 trimesters, it shows 5 periods each day, and also shows the freshman seminar that happens all year. As Mr. Giovino had indicated, that's where we're doing a lot of work with career pathways and helping students try to identify and pursue their future career interests. Music performance. We want all of our students to be involved in many aspects of Lebanon High School. A freshman can be involved in 1, 2, or 3 parts of that, including concert choir, symphonic band, or orchestra. Students selecting any of the music courses will select music ensemble when prompted. Later on, in the alternative section, the students will then select specific music courses. Let me just say that one more time. Students, 9th grade students, can be involved in concert choir, symphonic band, or orchestra. You can be involved in all 3 of those parts. However, on the scheduling screen that your counselors will show you when we're down at the middle school, you select music ensemble to indicate that you are interested in the music program. And then when we go to the alternate sections, you will select those music courses. For the ELD students, we have the different levels. So if someone is brand new in learning the English language, they'll select the newcomer and all courses in the ELD column. Again, these students are advised by their counselor and by their advisor. Students on levels 9.2 and 9.3, they'll select the ELD English course and appropriate language development course. All other courses are non-ELD, which means they're on the back of the sheet. Students that are in supplemental learning support, the choices are in the far right column of chart 1, page 1. Students must be part of the special education program to select those courses, and again, they'll be getting assistance from their advisors to do that. The life skills students, they will also receive assistance from their advisors, and they will write life skills besides the name and then submit to the counselors. The same procedure would happen with students that are emotional support. Their advisors or case managers would simply write emotional support. The counselors at the high school would receive that, and then they would input the schedule selections. So, what's the next steps in course selection? Select your core classes, look at your graduation requirements, and circle your choices. Select your elective courses. Make sure you select, circle your choices, and then select alternate classes. Again, Be careful with your alternates because your alternates may end up being those courses that replace your electives. Parents, please sign and make any notations or any questions that you may have on the course selection sheet. We want to make sure that all of the credits equal 7.5 because that is the number of credits that each student will have each year at Lebanon High School. The high school counselors will be down at the middle school on Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, and we'll be helping all 8th grade students enter the courses online. So we'll be walking them through the process, discussing the credits required to graduate, all the requirement courses, and then we'll be walking them through the process as they use their iPads to enter their course selections. Please be careful when selecting your courses. Discuss your options with your parents and guardians. There will be no schedule changes after school begins. Courses require a minimum number of students to select the courses to be offered. Again, that's why it's really so important to select your alternates carefully in case a class is not able to be offered.
I would like to thank you for attending tonight's virtual 8th grade course selection meeting. We threw a lot of information at you in a short amount of time. So the nice thing about the video is you can replay it multiple times to get questions answered, or you can call the high school office. In the letter that I sent home electronically, it also has my contact information. Again, Mr. Giovino, the principal of Lebanon High School. So you can call and we will get your questions answered. So the exciting part is 9th graders for next year, class of 2025, you get to select your own classes for the first time in your career. And we want you to involve your parents in that course selection process. And as you go through Lebanon High School, we are very confident that you will find a pathway to success so that you can leave Lebanon High School with your diploma and do anything that you would like to do.